we are on another episode of our video of Bajas on a budget. A lot of guys out there have receiver problems and long range problems as far as their fail-safes kicking in and stuff, and wanted to show you guys a couple of new things here, especially you guys, the Futaba guys in your 4PK club, and what's starting to come about with the new receivers. Right here I have a Spectrum receiver, the traditional Spectrum Pro, and the new Futaba fast system. And on these wires you can see a different thickness in the wires that are for the transmitter and the receiver to communicate. And one of the things is that in the Futaba, they tell you this insulator wire on the outside right here cannot be broken or damaged. It has a lot to do with the transmitting and the receiving of signal, due to the fact it's a full signal loop. So they specifically tell you do not break this wire on the insulation on the outside. What we have here in the radio box, what a lot of guys are doing is with these new wires, you can see inside the Baja radio box here is where your wire comes out of the box, and down under here under the antenna you have a little lip right here. That little lip right there, if you don't cut it down a little bit, then the thicker coaxial cables will get broken on that little lip there, because it's a pretty tight little deal. If it's not all the way in there, then the lid will cut the wire. So what you're going to want to do is, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to switch this around, and also notice that right here we have our first aid kit ready and handy, so you're going to want to have one of these available to you. We go with a smaller version just in case there's a slight small cut, but we do have a butterfly or two in there for the bigger cuts. So anyways, keep one of these bad boys handy. So I'm going to take this little deal, this little right here, and I'm just going to cut a little V in it with the X-Acto, and then I'm going to bring the X-Acto up and around, and bring it up and around. Make sure you get all that little flashing off there so that nothing's going to get in the way of your wires. So as you can see right there, I just cut it down a little bit. Just a small cut. All you need is just a little bit, not to damage the outside insulation of the wire. And then go ahead and thread your wire through. You got a little down hole there. And then you're going to bring it up through the bottom. Go ahead and slide your sleeve over it. And put your sleeve down in there. And then you're going to want to bring this wire up and put this wire down. One of the things that I know that we've always done, or I've always done, is I do not run my antenna wires over, around, or near the power wires. You want to keep them isolated. Keep them to the front of the box, run them down, and you will be able to get a better signal, probably get some longer range out of it. Hopefully you have your fail-safe set up correctly. A lot of the new Spectrum systems are line of sight. I guess they shut down. I know mine does. If my battery goes too low or anything, it goes into fail-safe mode and my car stops where it's at and will idle beautifully until I get there. So that's your system. That's your new mod to keep your wires safe. You're going to come right down on your cap. Make sure that all your back pieces are in their little slots back there, so that when you come down on it, it fits beautifully and you're not binding any wires. So there you go. Another tip from Bajas on a Budget. The Shreadhead signing out. We'll see you at the races.